We have a first date field report from a guy who went on a date on Valentine's Day, which is a bit simpy, but let's see how he does. Title goes Worst First Date Ever on Valentine's Day. I just got played so bad. This is unbelievable. I feel like I got scammed, to be honest. Okay, so obviously it didn't go too well. Match with a girl who's a 6 out of 10. Okay, maybe he thought she was higher than a 6 out of 10, but he's a bit butthurt, so he's brought down her value. 3 weeks ago, so he matched with her 3 weeks ago on Tinder. Dealing with getting left on red multiple times, almost begging this chick to go on a date. She suggested them all. I agreed. She said, let's do 8 p.m. I got there at 8:15 p.m. I was just waiting around like a dumbass for 2 hours. Okay, already in the first paragraph, there's a lot to dissect. So he matched with her 3 weeks on Tinder, 3 weeks ago on Tinder, and now is only just going on a date. It shouldn't take you 3 weeks to set up a date with a girl. I always say if things are going well, I say within the first few messages, firstly try and get her off the app, so try and at least get her phone number. But secondly, just try and get on a date because you're wasting so much back and forth time messaging without actually meeting her in person. So you're already giving off that friendship vibe, but you're also getting off the vibe that you don't have the confidence to ask her out and actually see her in person. So ideally, you want to ask her out to meet in person within the first few messages, because if she likes you and has a real desire for you, she'll say yes. If she's structured or doesn't like you, she'll say no, and that means don't waste any more time on her and find a girl who's crazy about you. So that's already the first bad sign. He probably spoke with her too much. It ruins the desire, ruins the interest, ruins the excitement because you're getting to know each other too much on the text. And yeah, it doesn't surprise me. This date didn't go too well. Next part, he says he basically begged this chick to go on a date. So again, if she has high desire for you, within the first time you ask her to meet up with you, she'll say yes, or she'll say, "Oh yeah, can we do this date instead? Because I'm busy." But if you're begging her, like, I don't know how that looked. It's probably coming off as very needy. It shows you don't have a lot of success with women, and that's going to turn her off as well. So yeah, you don't want to be begging a girl to meet up with you. It should be super simple. It should be easy going. But no, you're chasing a girl who clearly doesn't have any desire for you. And then she agreed to go to the mall at 8 p.m. That's not a very fun date. That's giving a teenage relationship, going to the mall and getting an ice cream. You want to be going, yeah, 8 p.m.'s fine, maybe a bit earlier, but 8 p.m., maybe go to a bar um, with some nice lighting, maybe some nice piano music in the background to really set the mood. But walking around a mall late at night, how are you going to progress this sexually? You're just gonna be walking around a mall like an idiot with no real game plan. And I don't know what mall is open, past 10 o'clock. So it's going to be a very short date. There's no clear plan. You don't have a clear set place to go to. This is just already looking like a disaster. It also sounds like you got there 15 minutes late. She said that's me at 8 p.m. and you're getting there 15 minutes later. Again, I don't know what you're doing here. Maybe you don't have a lot of experience. Maybe you are both very young. But if you're on Tinder, you have to be 18 plus, right? So really, you should have a bit more experience and have your head screwed on straight. But yeah, she was late by 2 hours. I don't know why you were there for 2 hours. After 20 minutes max, you should have left and never messaged her again. That's completely rude. Where was she for those 2 hours? Was she with another guy, getting her insides rearranged before meeting you? But yeah, that's just disrespect from her. She has no respect for you, no respect for your time. Why are you waiting there for 2 hours? It's coming across as very desperate, and it shows that you don't have a lot of success with women. This is probably the first date you've been on for a long time. So yeah, this is just a disaster already. But he continues. She messages me saying she's at the front entrance. She wasn't there. Waited another 10 minutes until she appeared out of nowhere. So yeah, she's just straight up lying to you. She's lying to you on the first date, saying she's somewhere where she's not. She's probably just having a great time. She's probably giving you a taste of your own medicine. And I'll definitely use this as a learning experience of how you should grow a set of balls and not be treated the way you're being treated. But yeah, she's already showing her true self. You know, she is a liar, and she's showing that on the first date. And she has no care for your time, no care for you. However, you still stuck around, so you deserve everything you're getting here. Keep in mind the mall is closed as it's already past 10 p.m. We walk inside for 2 minutes before deciding on going to a local park. Again, yeah, this is just pure optics. Like, how have you not planned out this date properly? You're going to a mall that closes at 10 p.m. The mall isn't very sexy. You know, not gonna be able to progress that very far if you're going to a mall. What you're going to do, just walk around a few shops. You're going to buy her something on a first date, which is, again, is a terrible idea. There's just no clear plan from this guy. Do not take a girl to a mall on a first date. This is just giving a massive rookie mistake. And then they're thinking about going to a local park. You're going to a local park at 10 p.m. That doesn't sound very safe or sexy. We can do sit on a park bench next to a homeless person. This is just so silly. I asked if she wanted anything to drink from Walmart. We walk inside. We proceed to get the alcohol beverages. I made a joke about her working at a strip club. She knew I was joking as I was laughing. Oh my god, what is this guy doing? So they're obviously old enough to get alcohol. So why are they not going to a bar for their first date? They're walking around Walmart on a first date. This is just very embarrassing. And he makes a joke about her working at a strip club. Does she work at a strip club? Are you dating a stripper? If you're dating a stripper, again, you deserve what you're getting. Do not date a stripper. That is an occupation that is a definite no-go. It shows a girl has a lot of issues, and imagine bringing your girl back to your mum, and your mum asks her what you do as an occupation, and she says she dances naked around a pole in front of men who throw money at her. What are you doing, bro? You're just wasting so much time. And even sleeping with a stripper is not worth it, because who knows what you could catch. He says she knew I was joking and I was laughing, but also, like, okay, let's just say this stripper is the most wonderful girl and she's possible relationship material. We know she's not, but let's just say she is. You've only just met her and you're already making inappropriate jokes about her job. Like, you haven't got there yet. You don't know her humour. She doesn't know your humour. You aren't close enough to make those jokes. You can make those jokes further down the line, but you're already like jumping the gun here. And of course she's not going to take it well, because you haven't built that mutual connection yet to make such jokes. She then proceeds to walk off. I thought she was playing games and would come back. Took like another 2 minutes looking at beverages to just end up getting a Pepsi. Paid and left with no sign of her whatsoever. You deserve to be walked off, and I'll use this as a perfect opportunity just to leave the date. Like, that's the perfect opportunity to eject. She's left, good, you leave too. But taking away your terrible mistakes here, yeah, you don't want to be with a girl who walks off in a strop without any explanation or talking to you about it. Again, this guy made a ton of mistakes, so he deserves it. But just taking away the mistakes he made, you don't want to be with a woman who walks off in a strop in a Walmart, so to speak. So again, I think both of them are just a walking red flag at this point, and they probably deserve each other. I messaged her on Tinder asking where she went. She said she left, then unmatched me. I guess she saw the slightest opportunity to dip and said F this. But man, I just wasted all my time for nothing. Well, it's not the slightest opportunity. There was many opportunities why she should have left you, and she left you for good reason, just like you should have left her for good reason. You say you wasted all this time for nothing. You should have left after 20 minutes of her being late. Some people would have left after 5 minutes. That's how much they care about their time, and they value their time. She didn't value your time. She didn't value you. You should not have went on a first date to a mall. You should not have been messaging her for 3 weeks before setting up a date. You shouldn't be dating a stripper. You should be going to a mall for a first date and have no clear plan, and you shouldn't be making inappropriate jokes when you barely know the girl. So this is just an absolute mess. He ends by saying, moral of the story, only deal with high interest women. Well, yeah, no shit. You should only date girls who are clearly into you and value your time. You haven't done that. But looking at this, I don't think this guy's learned his lesson, because he's just as much at fault as she is. So, yeah, this is a crazy story. I don't think we're going to see many worse first dates than this. But yeah, let's not forget, they went on a date on Valentine's Day. That's, I wouldn't go to a date on Valentine's Day. That just seems a bit needy, and I'd be embarrassed to be on a date on Valentine's Day with a girl I've only just met. So, yeah, that's all, guys. Cheers. See ya.
It's party time!
You got a shield, Tandy.
Put some pep in my step.
Here, y'all.
God is with you.
Uh-oh, it sure looks like a portal.
Feel the wrath of the goddess! Darkness, out.
My time to shine. You've captured more than half of the mission area. Keep going. Disappear!
Lights out.
My time to shine.
Barely one.
I'll get you next time. Those little spiders pack a punch. Be careful. My time to shine.
Welcome to the Dark Force dimension. Right on.
Control seized.
My cosmic might return. Might?
Glad to help. Their team's capture progress has passed the halfway point.
Some assistance, please.
Control seized.
We got a shield, Tandy.
A timely boost.
Against the world! Incoming! You owe me one.
Lights out.
I better give this nest a shock.
No more.
Glory's almost yours! Glad to help.
Welcome to the Dark Force dimension.
We'll have to keep fighting until we have a winner.
You get a weapon! You get a weapon! You get a weapon!